Hi, welcome to our time together. We again are going to focus in on the core. So get into an easy seated position to start off our grounding practice together, slight meditation and breath work. You can close your eyes or soften your gaze. Have your mat placed down, your palms can face up or down, whatever you're most comfortable with. And just getting into our space together, taking a great big inhale and slowly exhale. Letting go of anything that happened before, our time together, releasing, letting go of any gripping, any tension, both in the body as well as the mind, creating inner stillness, noticing those inhales and noticing those exhales. Great big inhale in, letting in fresh, clean oxygen. And exhale, releasing anything that no longer serves you, letting go. And noticing maybe if there's tension around the eye area, releasing that. If there's any tension around the forehead, releasing that. And if there's any tension around your jaw, letting it all go, releasing, loosening. Great big inhale in, breathing in fresh, clean oxygen, new life, new perspective. And exhale, releasing anything that no longer serves you, letting go of any tension. Breathing in, great big inhale. And exhale. Taking notice of where our bodies are connected to the earth, where your body's connected to the mat, to the earth, to the surface. Noticing how gravity is there supporting you. Without it, you wouldn't be able to rise up. So noticing the tailbone, noticing the hips as they're embracing the earth, and following up the spinal cord, following up your back, all the way up to your shoulders, all the way up through your neck, and out the crown of your head. Great big inhale in, and exhale, releasing. We'll inhale together up to the count of 4, pause and hold, and exhale together. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, pause and hold. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, pause and hold. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Going back to your normal breath pattern, taking great big inhales and exhales as you see fit. And at any moment, at any time, you can go back to the breath, bringing you back into the present moment, letting go of the past, letting go of the future, and just connecting to the breath, bringing it to the present moment. And noticing how your breath feels. Is it shaky? Is it smooth? Is it hot? Is it cold? Is it racy? Is it slow? Just noticing, observing, being the observer of your own breath. Maybe you notice that you're taking nice big belly breaths. Or maybe you notice that you're taking breath more from the chest. And again, no judgment, just noticing. And for anyone that wants to set an intention for our time together, an intention could be a thought, a word, a prayer, really anything, a mantra that you want to use as a reference point, as kind of a guiding compass. Again, allow your hands to lift all the way up overhead, taking a great big inhale. Exhale, bring it down into center. Inhale, breathing in your intention, really setting in that intention. Exhale, allowing the crown of the head to come forward, sealing the intention. Inhale, allowing the head to return back to your center. Hands can return back to your sides. One more great big inhale. And exhale. On the exhale, wiggle the fingers, come back into the room. Welcome back. All right. So if your legs are crossed, since we were sitting in that posture for a little bit, about 6 minutes, go ahead and switch up the cross in your legs. So bringing the opposite leg on top of the other, if that's how you are seated, or if you're seated like I am, just bringing them to either side. All right. Inhale, lifting arms all the way up overhead, gaze follows. Exhale, let's let the left arm come down, right arm stretching across. Make sure that right hip is grounded, rooted and secure. Gaze can go up over that right shoulder. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, right hand's coming down, left hand's going to be over top, making sure that left hip is grounded and rooted. Gaze can follow over the top of the left shoulder. Inhale, back into center. All right, maybe get any of the wiggles out, allowing yourself to switch side to side, allowing the shoulders to lift up and back, and allowing the shoulders to come forward and down. Taking the head, bringing it to center, taking the head to the left side first, allowing that side, the neck to get stretched. And bringing it through the center, stopping at center, and coming all the way to the right. What we do on one side, we also do to the other. And coming back into center, taking it to the left, and allowing to go back, stopping at center, and coming to the right. Coming back around to center, and to the left. Coming back around to center, and to the right. All right, all the way back up to center. Perfect. All right, one more great big inhale all the way up. Exhale, left hand's coming down, right hand stretching across, opening up that side body, making sure that right hip is grounded, rooted, and secure. Gaze can go up towards the sky. And coming back in the center. Right hand come down, left hand stays across, hips grounded, gaze can go over the shoulder, and back in the center. All right. Opening up our hips just a little bit. Let's go ahead and let the soles of the feet come in to meet one another, opening all the way up. And the soles of the feet can go further away if you would like, or you can bring them closer together. Whatever works for you today, just allowing those hips, allowing gravity to actually bring those hips further down. So if you're up like this, maybe scooch out a little further. See if gravity will allow you to open up those hips. And progressively, you could continue to move in further and further. All right. Again, we're just opening up the hips for a brief moment. All right. On an exhale, releasing those legs. Let's let that left leg stay exactly like it is. Let's take the right leg and bring it like so. So that right leg is behind you. That left leg is in front of you-ish. And what we're going to do is we're going to teeter the feet. So now the feet are going to rotate, opening up the opposite direction. Okay? So now you're seated in the same way, but with the feet reversing roles. When we do a one way, we want to do to the other. So opening up those legs, reversing it here. Again, this is just opening up the hips a little bit. And coming back through, transitioning through. All right, rolling back. And taking it to the right again. And you can use your palms to secure you to make sure that you are still safe and supported. All right, so now we've done that a couple of times, coming back into center, placing the soles of the feet to meet each other once more. Maybe you notice already that your hips are opening up a little bit more. And if you'd like, feel free to fold into it. Really opening up those hips. Folding into it would look like so. Coming all the way down, maybe placing the hands in front of you. Or maybe your legs are further out.
There's no right or wrong here. You listen to your body, no one else's.
Connecting to the breath. Inhale, coming all the way back up if you're folded forward. All right, let's take that left leg, allow that left leg to go out to the left side. Bring that right sole of the foot to come in, closer to the thigh. Foot flex, leg is active. Check in with those hips. Make sure that they are grounded, rooted, and secure. The left hand can come down, really at any point, just always avoiding those vulnerable areas, not putting too much pressure on them. So having that left hand can come down if you would like. If you'd like, you can allow that right hand to come down as well. If you'd like to maybe stretch out the side by opening it up a little bit more and then allowing that right hand to find its new home, you can even fold into it. All of these are modifications and suggestions. Listen to what your body's telling you today. Breathing in, connecting to the breath, noticing the inhale and noticing the exhale. And as you exhale, imagining that all of that tension in the body, all the gripping is being released. Inhale, coming all the way back up. Okay, switching up the direction. So this time that right foot's going to stretch all the way out, foot flex, leg active, checking in with those hips, bringing the sole of the left foot in closer to the right thigh. Okay, noticing your vulnerable areas, of course. Right hand can come down, working its way down to your toes if you'd like, or it could be at any position. The left hand can also work its way down, or if you'd like, stretching it across. Generally, if you can do so on the opposite side, go ahead and do it on the opposite side. Make sure that you keep it in balance. What you do one side, you want to do to the other. Connecting to your breath. Taking a great big inhale in. And exhale, on the exhale, releasing the whole stance. Okay. Coming back in to our hips, really opening up the hips, and also we'll be working on that core today. So checking in here. Once more, if you'd like to fold into it, you are welcome to do so. If you'd like to try to progressively move the feet inward while still keeping those knees on the earth or towards the earth, not up like this, but towards the earth. And if you're doing that, make sure that your spine is straight and supported, your core is engaged, you soften your heart. You're not forcing or coercing anything on your body. All right, exhale, allowing them to come back to center. We'll take it to the right side this time. So allowing that right leg to go like so and bringing the left so that knee is closer to that right foot, not touching, but closer to it. Making sure that you feel rooted and secure. I'm going to try to position myself so it's easier to watch. And then you go ahead, allowing the soles of the feet to rotate over. All right. Coming back, bringing it back the opposite direction. And returning to the left this time. And going back towards the right. One more, bringing them over. All right, perfect. And bringing them back to center. All right, coming back into an easy seated position, whatever cross feels the best for you right now. I'm going to go ahead and bring our arms all the way up overhead. Inhale, gaze follows. Exhale, bringing them into heart center. Interlacing the fingers, extending the arms all the way out in front of you. Inhale, arms going to lift all the way up overhead, biceps to ears. Exhale, returning to center. Inhale, bringing biceps to ears. Exhale, returning to center. Taking the fingers, bringing them behind your back, interlacing them once more. You can open up your heart if you'd like by allowing those arms to become straight. All right. On an inhale, we're going to lift up the elbows as if they're getting pulled up by strings. It's okay for you to come forward. Exhale, returning to center. Inhale, elbows are getting pulled all the way up by strings. Exhale, returning to center. Noticing your grip, your current grip. Go ahead and release that grip and switch it up. So it's going to feel a little bit wonky. What we do one way, we do to the other. So switching up our grip to continue to be in balance. Inhale, elbows getting pulled up by strings. Exhale, returning to center. Inhale, elbows get pulled up by strings. Exhale, returning to center. Arms are going to come all the way out in front of you. And again, this time we had it one way. So you have that normal, natural way. And then what we're going to do is we're going to switch it up. It's going to feel a little bit wonky. Okay. Inhale, arms all the way up, biceps to ears. Exhale, back into center. Inhale, biceps to ears. Exhale, back to center. Fabulous. Great workout, great grounding, great breath work and meditation. So connecting to the breath throughout our time together, continuing to really focus in on the present moment, as well as releasing anything on those exhales. Coming into tabletop position. So allow the palms to be firm and secure on the mat. Maybe even lift your fingertips so that you can feel, yep, it's the palms that are helping support me. The wrist is in line with the elbow's in line with the shoulder. The wrist is, all of this is shoulder width distance apart. Checking in with the back legs. The knees should be hip width distance apart. And then you have a 90-degree angle. So noticing your core, you can't really tell because I have a shirt that's hanging low, but noticing with your core, it should be engaged, so your spine should feel straight, supported. So engaging that core, trying to make it so you can maybe see, but I don't think that's going to work. Nope. Okay. So strong core, strong spine, that supports the back. On an inhale, go ahead, allow yourself to come into your first cow. Gaze comes forward. Exhale, allow that back to arch in the opposite direction, chin coming into chest for cat. Inhale, coming into cow. Exhale, coming into cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more great big inhale, coming into cow. Exhale, coming into standard tabletop, neutral spine. Okay, extending that right leg all the way back behind you, foot flex, leg active, engaging that core. Notice how this is without an engaged core, engaging that core. That's what you want to do. So when you have that engaged core, if you have a mirror, you can definitely see the difference. Inhale, take a great big inhale. Exhale, bring in that leg, coming into center, knees coming into center. Inhale, extending that leg back out. All right, taking a breath, bringing that leg in and extending it back out. Long leg, engaged core, bringing that right leg back down to meet the left. We're going to extend the left leg all the way back behind us. So strong, active leg. Checking in here again, noticing this is a droop down. Engaging the core brings it up. Droop down is not a scientific word. I just made it up. So there's that. Leg is active, foot is flexed, bringing in the knee to center. Extending it all the way back. Again, engaging that core, bringing the knee to center. Extending it back. All right, holding it here for a brief moment again. And bringing it down to meet its counterpart. Great. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead, tucking those toes, lifting those legs off the earth for a brief moment here. Connecting to our breath. If you'd like, coming all the way back into our first down facing dog. Okay. Go ahead, extending that right leg all the way back behind you. Go ahead and open it up. and bringing it back down to center and coming down. Same thing, opposite side. Left leg extending all the way back, opening it up, and bringing it back down. All right, coming back down onto our knees. We're going to go ahead and taking our hands, so that left hand, bringing it down. I'm going to show you what this looks like on because we haven't done this one before, on the side facing you first. You can come ahead and just twist open like so. Arm can be fully extended out. I know you can't see my hand, but it's there. Or you can lift up all the way like so. Okay, opening it up and bringing it back down. Same thing, opposite side, allowing yourself to open up. Make sure you are secure with that hand posture. And again, you can have that right leg down if you would like, or you can be fully opened up. All right, coming back through. Doing that one more time on both sides. So come back in first, though, to downward facing dog. Walking the dog out a little bit more. Shifting the weight forward for a high plank. Slowly lower our knees, chest, and chin. Knees, chest, chin is one option. And we're in baby cobra, cobra, or upward facing dog. Tucking the toes back in a down dog. All right, twisting open and extending that arm. Connecting to your breath and switching, coming back to center and opening it up the opposite side. Connecting to your breath. Hand comes down, come back over. Dropping the knees for standard tabletop position. All right, so engaging that core, extending the right arm all the way out in front of you, extending the back left leg all the way behind you. Engaged core, strong arms, noticing your weight distribution, taking the right elbow and the left knee, bring them in, and extending them back out. Bringing them in. My knee just made a noise. I don't know if you heard that. And extending it back out. I have no clue. I've never heard that one before. Bringing it back in and extending it back out. Right hand comes down, left leg comes down. Nothing hurts. All right, left arm all the way out in front of you. Right leg all the way back behind you, holding here, engaging the core, noticing your weight distribution. Is it even on the right hand and the back left leg? All right, bringing in that left elbow and that right knee, extending it all the way back out. Left elbow, right knee, extending it back out. One more, left elbow, right knee, extending it back out, holding here for a brief moment, and dropping the hand, dropping the leg. Okay. You can go ahead and allow those big toes to come in and meet one another and slowly coming back with the arms fully extended. Taking a moment here in child's pose. Connecting to your breath, maybe reconnecting to your intention that you set in the beginning, allowing any thoughts that are bubbling up to subside. All right, on an inhale, coming all the way up. Like I said, we're going to work on the core as well as the hips today. So keeping in line with the hips before we get back down into the core, go ahead and extend the legs all the way out. So you're almost in a high plank position, engaging the core. Take that right foot, bring it to the right corner of your mat, slowly dropping down that left leg and untucking those left toes, opening up the hips for a lizard. On the right side, you can stay just like this, or if you would like, and another option is always putting a towel or a blanket underneath that knee for anybody that has any kind of joint pains, safety first. If you'd like, you can also fold into it. It's okay for this foot to come off. It, in fact, is going to help you open up those hips a bit more. Connecting to your breath here. All right, and if you're folded into it, rising up, taking that right foot, allowing it to walk its little self across the mat. The foot pick can be closer to the body or it can be further away. So closer would mean that that foot is coming in closer to the, you can't see, but to the actual body, or you could take that foot and let it come out further away. About 90 degrees is almost what it looks like. And again, you can fold into it for pigeon. Anyone in need of modification, what you can do is similar to the one of the first postures we did. Allow that back leg, so coming down more into an easy seated position, allowing that back leg to be there, and then you can fold into it as well. Another option. Connecting to your breath, maybe connecting to your intention. And coming out of that, tucking the back toes, lifting the back leg. Right leg's going to come back to meet the left. This time the left's going to come up to meet the left hand. Slowly dropping that right foot down, untucking those, or right knee down, untucking those toes. Taking a moment to get acclimated here. You can stay just like so for lizard on the left leg, or if you would like, you can also fold into it. If you folded into it on the opposite side, please do so on this side as long as your health allows. Connecting to your breath, connecting to your intention, and coming out of that, allowing that left foot to walk its little self across the mat once more. And that left leg or that left foot can come in closer to the body, as you can see, if you would like to, or if you would like to, you can bring it further out, whatever your body's telling you to do. And you can lower down into it. If you did it on one side, please do it to the other. No wonky bodies wanted. We want good, strong, balanced bodies on both sides, the left and the right. All right, inhale, coming up and out of that. And tucking those back toes, lifting that back leg, allow that left to meet the right. We are going to come all the way down, bringing your belly all the way down to the earth. And let's go ahead and come up into either you can go into cobra or baby cobra, cobra, or full up dog. Just taking a moment and coming down. So for starters, we are going to start working on our abs, allowing the hands to come down to your sides. And we're going to lift up into Sphinx pose, working our back a little bit, connecting to our breath, holding here. So your gaze is straight ahead, your back's lifted. Exhale, coming all the way down. And we're going to go ahead, make sure that you can keep your hands to your side for a brief moment. And go ahead and lifting up just the chest, gaze comes forward. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, lifting up, gaze comes forward. Exhale, lifting down. Taking the arms, allowing them to go all the way out in front of you. The legs are all the way back behind you. So for starters, now we're going to lift our hands all the way up. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, lifting up, connecting to your breath, remembering to smile. Exhale, coming down. This time we're going to incorporate our feet. So you can just go ahead and lifting your feet up. We're not going to lift the first half, just lifting the legs up. Exhale, bringing them down. Inhale, bringing up the legs. Exhale, bringing them down. This time we're going to breathe through it. We're going to hold it up and breathe through it. Inhale, bringing up the legs, connecting to your breath, so breathing as you need. And releasing, coming all the way down. Now we'll incorporate both hands and feet, as well as, of course, the chest. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, bringing it down. Inhale, lifting it up. Exhale, bringing it down. This time, we're going to lift up, but we are going to stay connected to our breath. Inhale, lifting up, smiling through it, breathing through it. Exhale, coming all the way down. All right, great. Now, working our way, so doing a Tootsie Roll over onto our backs. So go ahead and get comfortable and familiar in this posture. All right, your legs can be all the way down and allow your hands to come overhead. Give yourself a full body stretch for a moment. Taking it all the way to the right. Coming back to center. Taking it all the way to the left. Coming back to center. Great. All right. Getting positioned here. Let's go ahead and allow our hands to come down to our sides. Bring the soles of the feet up. And in fact, bring them all the way in. Interlacing, rocking side to side. All right. Soles of the feet coming back onto the earth. Okay. Bringing the hands to our sides. Go ahead and we're going to go into bridge pose. So pushing the ground away with the soles of the feet, lifting all the way up, engaging those hips automatically, or I'm sorry, those core muscles, those abs automatically, energetically pulling in those thighs to meet one another. And connecting to your breath here. Holding steady. Exhale, coming all the way down. Okay, now on to the real fun stuff, right? Bringing those legs into center. Gonna go ahead, we'll make them about 90 degrees. So go ahead and make like a box. So the knees are in line with the hips and the knees are in line with the ankles. Holding here, you should at least feel a little bit of an engagement of the core. Taking that right leg down, allowing that leg to become active and that foot to be flexed. Bring it into center. Taking the left leg coming down, activating the leg, engaging that flex foot. Holding here. Again, you should feel a little bit more of a stretch here. And bringing back to center, okay? Taking them both all the way down, almost a touch. Holding here, active legs, engaged foot. Bringing them all the way back up as if they're touching the ceiling. So strong, active legs, feet are flexed. Breathing it in, breathing through it. We're going to hold here for brief moments. Really feeling it in that core. Right leg coming down, almost a touch, coming back up. Left leg coming back down is almost a touch and coming back up. Bringing the legs into center, interlacing, rocking side to side. All right, allow the soles of the feet to come back down to the earth. Palms can come to your sides, they can face down. And we're going to lift back up to bridge posture, allowing the soles of the feet to push the earth away, energetically pulling in those thighs. And you can pull up more so to really give yourself a deeper stretch. Engaging that core, connecting to your breath. Noticing the inhale, noticing the exhale. Holding here. And exhale, releasing all the way down onto the mat. Bringing the legs into center and rocking side to side. Okay. And per usual, let's go ahead and rock up just a little bit. We're going to come into full boat pose. So actually, if you would like, you can even bend your knees for a modification. Extending the legs is also an option, or bringing it in, whatever works for you. Maybe even you incorporate both as you're building up that core. Connecting to your breath. And balancing as well. Gaining both abs as well as balance of the whole body. Arms are fully extended. And let's come all the way down, bringing the legs into center, resetting, rocking side to side. Okay, coming back into our standard, bringing the legs at about 90, flexing the feet. Hands can be on your sides, palms can face down. Holding here for a moment, noticing that core engagement, how that feels. All right. Taking the right leg, bringing it almost like it's going to touch the earth, bringing it back up. Taking the left leg, bringing it all the way down almost, and bringing it back up. Right leg's going to come all the way down. Hover here. Hovering above the earth, active leg, flex foot, internally rotated leg, bringing it back up to center. Left foot extending all the way down, foot flex, leg active, hovering here. Connecting to that breath, bringing it back into center. Great. All right, extending both of them all the way, almost to touch the earth, hovering here. And bring them all the way up as if they're extending all the way to the ceiling. So legs are straight, feet are active. Noticing how that feels, engaged core. Connecting to your breath, allowing that right leg to come down, come back up. Left leg come down, come back up. Both legs come down, come back up. Bringing them in the center, interlacing, rocking side to side. Whew, all right. Soles of the feet are going to come to the earth. Taking the right leg, bring it over the left, avoiding those vulnerable areas. Inhale, bringing in that left leg. So this is another great hip opener. So you probably are going to have some awesome feeling hips. Be feeling a little bit lighter and relaxed, hopefully, at the end of this. All right, left foot's going to come all the way to the earth. Its counterpart is following. Left leg's coming over top of the right, avoiding the knee and the ankle, bringing in that right leg, interlacing if you would like to deepen it just a bit more. Breathing in, noticing the breath pattern, how it might have changed from the start to now. All right foot's going to come onto the mat. Left foot is going to follow. Breathing in those legs and allowing them to go to the left side first. All right, arms are going to extend out or they're going to be cactus, whatever your body has room for today. And gaze is going to follow the right hand. So the legs are on the left, the gaze is on the right. Connecting to your breath, allow gravity to subtly bring that right shoulder onto the earth. Inhale, bringing our legs to center. Exhale, allow those right legs to go to the right side. Gaze goes to the left. All right. So from here, bringing those legs all the way into center. Maybe you want to give yourself one last recentering or maybe even just a rocking side to side moment. And now taking that right leg, allowing the right leg to go out to the right side of your mat. Left leg goes out to the left side of your mat. And your hands can be faced palms up or down on either side of the body. And just really noticing how the breath pattern might have changed, maybe connecting to your intention a bit more, or maybe just relaxing and appreciating and thanking yourself for doing this activity. Time for yourself away from the rest of the world. And slowly, at no rush, rolling onto your left side body. And slowly, at no rush, coming all the way up into an easy seated position. We'll meet each other at the top. Taking a moment to connect to your breath, to get familiar with the normal seated position. And you can bring your hands to heart center. May all beings everywhere be happy and free from suffering. And may the thoughts, words, and actions of our own lives bring about that happiness and freedom for all. Namaste. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Till next time. See you soon.